This picture taken in 1976 of my mom, when she was 16 years old, is a rare glimpse of her teenage years when she felt she could become anything she wanted to be.
When I was a little girl, I actually have a very big dream, like I can go to school and be somebody higher position, like lawyers and doctors.
But my mother set those dreams aside, got married at the age of 16, and began to make a family. By 1984, she had 2 kids and was planning to have more. But those plans were sidelined as her home country, Sudan, was in the midst of a civil war that would define the next few decades of her life. That same year, a boat she was on, traveling on the River Nile, headed to Bor, was targeted with bombs which she narrowly escaped. By late 1984, fearing the onset of further conflict, Mom packed her bags and walked with her children for 20 days to neighboring Ethiopia, where she would call the refugee camp in Gambela home for several years. Before she was 30 years old, my mom had experienced significant loss of home, loss of comfort, loss of her childhood dreams. But she says the loss of a child has been the source of her greatest heartache.
Cause was a baby, but it was very painful because I was in the village. When I have to carry a baby and crying, like it's gonna pass away. At that time was no one with me in the house. So I hear the crying of my baby and I crying too until she passed away. So that death was so painful to me because nobody was, beside me to help me. And I was still a child too. So after she passed, I, roll it out, and I have to call someone to come and help me to bury the baby.
But my mom says she had no choice but to keep going for the sake of the rest of us, her surviving children. My mom learned how to survive all over again when our family, which had grown to 9 people, moved to Dallas, Texas. America was a chance for her to finally provide for her family. But moving to the U.S. was a shock.
It was challenging, but it was a lot better because you have to go fill up an application and have the job. And the time we came to, it was a very good time. You can have, if you want to work 5 jobs, at that time was so easy to get a job.
While she never worked 5 jobs at the same time, she regularly juggled 2, and at one point even 3 jobs at once. Working multiple jobs came at an emotional cost. She feared she wasn't spending enough time with her children.
The way we came this country, I was just focused about job. And I feel my kids, they don't feel the love of mom. Stay with mom and you hear a lot of things from your mom. I feel like I don't get anything from me. It just focus of job. Even my little one, Adit, she used to give me a kiss every morning. I see you tomorrow, Mom. That one is still, I feel bad about. Maybe they don't understand why I was doing that. Maybe they were thinking I'm just wanna, they are kids. They don't know the bill, how we have to have a lot of bill and the food.
But we kids did know. We knew of the sacrifices our mother had made throughout her lifetime and the way she selflessly set her own dreams aside to give her children a better life.